Good morning, it's Mrs. Morgan. I'm going to try to draw a step-by-step with you. The biggest thing is really setting up your space, having the right tools. You should have drawing paper. I have tons of drawing paper in the art room. If you're full virtual, you're welcome to set up a time to pick up some paper or go to the store and grab yourself a sketch pad, some art paper. Having the right tools will really make a difference in your artwork. I love a number 2 pencil. They have the other pencils out there, a B, a hard pencil. I'm not a big mechanical drawing pencil. I tend to break off the points, but I like the side of the pencil. I love that side of the pencil. Also, what you're going to want is a piece of scrap. Anything cotton, like a men's undershirt. This is like just a scrap rag here, too. This will you can use this as a tool for smudges. Again, it's free. You just have to find something soft, and cotton's good. You use your fingernails for the smudges. Okay, we've been looking at shapes. So I got a tomato here, which is not a real tomato, and I have an apple right here. Okay, so you could try to draw the shape there. Now, one of the things you could do is you just basically, I use the side of my pencil. Hopefully you could see that. I know a lot of times I have to use the marker, and I'll build it up a little by little. Okay, and then I go back and I really kind of look at the form. What does it look like? Like this is really more up here. And it's just really a lot of like really looking. Okay, and then you want to have it coming out. And then it's just a matter of building. And here's the value here. The value is coming from the side. If you have white paper and you have one light source, the one light source would be like a lamp, a flashlight. Okay, if you have something, an overhead light, like in the center of the room, you're not going to get that real strong light. Now right here you have a shadow going across. That's basically from the tripod, because I was trying to do different techniques as far as showing you how to draw. And so a lot of you need to help with the pencil drawing. Now, another little trick that I'm going to go over with you in class is if you take a picture of your object. So right now that's red. So some of you right away just want to color it in red. Color it in color pencil. Paint it in red. But you really see the value. And when you take a photograph and change the value, then you really can see how you could shade it with pencil. Again, you want to use that. Remember the value scale that I gave everybody to do? Use that, have it next to you. Don't just put it away. All right, that's great to put it away. Cut it out nice and neat and then hang it up, or put it close by for your art class, or in your art bin. Put it out when you're doing these value drawings. Having it in front of you will push you to use different values. So when I'm teaching you something, I'm not teaching you to forget about it. We're done that. You're building and building and building. You can't say, I can't. Okay, of course, there's people everywhere you go. There's always people that are naturally gifted in different areas, but you definitely can learn how to draw. Okay. Again, you can build up your motor skills even. Okay, so the more you do something, the better you get at. So basically, it's just real light and airy, and I'm building up. Now here, I'm going to have a hard line. And I'm building up to the soft line. There's so much you could do with just the pencil alone. Even how you build up your values. You could do cross-hatching. Now, some teachers, as you're aware of, do not like the smudge technique. I like a little bit of a smudge. I don't like to rely on it, but I had one teacher we weren't allowed to smudge. And they said every teacher you have, you'll learn different things from, which is kind of really unique too. It doesn't make one wrong or right. It's just that everybody has their own styles and different ways, and things work for them, and they also will specialize in different things. So it's really nice to have different teachers, and that's what's also nice about us going on to YouTube, is that we get a different perspective. And then I'm just building it up. Now that's you can just tell that's way darker than that. And this is just a number 2 pencil. Don't forget that your eraser is a tool. Just as much as like the negative is just as important as the positive. So I'm going to now one of the things you do have to be careful. If I put my hands in here, it's going to smudge. So you don't want that. You can get a scrap piece of paper, anything folded. That could be scrap paper. You put it underneath when you're working, and that will also allow you not to have smudges. It should take you, I know it might only take you 5 minutes to do something, but I could tell it takes you how long you're working on something. I'm ready for you to keep on going and take it to the next level, take it to the next level. If I ask you to redo something, that's because I want you to get a good grade. Okay, so if you scribble something real fast, if I say to you, I could tell you're struggling with this, that means I have to help you more. I could tell it's not clicking in the mind and I need to help you. That's a little bit different. It's a couple of you I know struggled with the cubes, which I'm actually planning on going over with. I really can see that it wasn't clicking, and you're reviewing it as a flat shape and then a three-dimensional shape. Okay, and it's just a matter of doing more exercises, and then all of a sudden, just like in math, it's going to click for you. Okay, can you see what's happening here? I'm building up. Now, when I'm shading, I'm not shading flat. I'm not going across like this. I'm feeling the apple. I said it's always really good to have the object in front of you. Maybe on your laptop, you have the black and white photograph that you took a picture of the apple with the different values. You have the actual apple in front of you as well. And then I said I did a quick video on the board, and then I think that then I found a video which is a little bit more advanced, but that you can kind of skim through to see if that works. Now this is actually how to draw a realistic drawing. In other words, we're not drawing a stylistic drawing of an apple. When you're little, especially like when you're kindergarten, and they say, all right, draw an apple. In your mind, you'll draw a circle with a stem with the leaf. This is really looking at the form and thinking, all right, what is this? And figuring it out. Where is the shadow? Now let me see if I can turn off this one light and we can see the shadows even more. Can we see the shadows more? Oh, not too much. It's a little bit better. I wonder if I put, not all my lamps above work. Okay, here we go. And then I'm building up. Now you're gonna get to the point where, like, oh my goodness, I hope I don't mess this up. Now, yeah, the shadow is completely different. I better put it back on the light. Okay. It's good to have a space to work at too. Like, as you can tell, my space is not fancy at all. I wish I had a nice studio. I don't. I took over the basement, which is like storage, laundry room, but I have my little area here. And I put my little area nice, an old kitchen table. So you can find that anywhere. So it does not have to be the best space around in the house, but you can find a niche, a little space that's open for you to use to do your art. So even if you do your academics upstairs, maybe you find a spot in the basement that's set up just for your art, or garage, or wherever you might find a little spot that you can kind of leave and go to and relax, put your music on. You don't have to be an artist or a famous artist to enjoy art. Anybody can enjoy music. You put it on, you love, how many people sing to music, and yet you know that you really can't sing, but you still sing. When no one's around, you're singing to that music. It's the same thing with art. You don't really necessarily have to be this famous artist in order to draw. Sports is the same way. Sometimes you can't get on certain leagues if you're not. But if you play with your, little brother, and he's having fun, even though you're, 17, 16, you're playing with them, you're still having fun, even though, like, teaching them. Okay, so they were just building up. So again, I'm feeling the form. I'm imagining my pencil is going around the apple. Okay, so that is an apple. Okay, again, I can keep on going. I'm going to make over here a little bit more shadow. And like I said, I think I could even be, if I really wanted to be critical, I can even be critical more of myself. not. Okay. More of a highlight here. So you could really, I could actually roll apples all day long and get better and better and better at it too. So I said the more, if you're struggling with something, maybe you have to do it 3 times. But it doesn't have to be a horrible experience. You could just be sitting here relaxing and doing it. Put the videos on that maybe I put one for you, or you could say you could maybe find a little bit better one on YouTube that you like. It's kind of clicking for you more. One of the things I'm going to do is do little studio sessions where we visit an artist studio, and you'll get the chance to see different styles and then how they work. Okay, hopefully that helps you. And that's an apple. Again, I'm going to turn the apple now. Or I could even draw a pencil. Maybe I'll draw a pencil next. Let me see something. Let's draw a pencil. Let's see if I put... I'll draw the pencil. Oh, I can't really... I want to see the end of the pencil. The end of the... I'm going to have to make the pencil. Now, I'm the artist. I'll make it an artistic statement. So I actually am going to make the pencil shorter than it is because I want to draw the whole pencil on here and not have it go off the page. So I'm just going to draw a line. Sketching out my line. Now remember, the pencil has to be to scale to the apple. In relationship to the apple, how big is the pencil. So if we're drawing a giant apple, the pencil's going to be big. If we're drawing a small apple, it's going to be small. So scale is very, very important to understand the scale of the form that you're drawing. Again, you can do the same technique if you want to take a picture of your pencil and see what grade tone. So maybe I don't see the words on there, but just a little engrave. And then you have that line down the middle. And I don't think I have a ruler. I'll just use this. This is just a piece of paper, hard stock paper. Everyone here should have a ruler. So when I say to you, studio time, sometimes the kids will turn off. Of course, you don't have you're in the mute button. But right there. So when we're done this, I'll say studio time. So you're going to set up your little still life of maybe 2 objects. And then you are going to, maybe if you want to like listen to music quietly, but you have to, if you listen to music quietly while you're in class, just make sure the mute button's on. And make sure you can hear me and turn it off when we're talking. Okay, so, and then here is that metal part, which is a highlight. Again, I'm going to go around. I don't want to use, you have to be careful. You do have to be careful with the smudge tool. You can definitely do too much. So like maybe out here, it's just going to soften it. Again, I have that teacher's head in the back of my head about one that really didn't like the smudging. Again, I think there was too many students smudge. If you just do it here and there, it's not bad. Go back with your eraser. Okay. And from the pencil, there is a shadow coming from it this end too. The same end here is the shadow. Oops, sorry. Trying to get my hand on this easel. Hopefully this works for everybody. I know people like the drawing step by step. Now, usually in a class sit around situation, I would have everybody around me as I'm drawing, talking, and then everybody's, are you done talking yet, Mrs. Morgan? We want to draw. But I really can't get too close to everybody because of everything that's going on. So we have to come up with different ways of showing different examples. Okay, I'm going to make this nice and sharp. So you have soft edges and hard edges. Okay, we're going to be drawing all the time, so you're going to get better and better and better and better and better at it. Let me go. The eraser definitely needs to be a little bit soft here. Clean it up. Okay. Do I have a pencil making a mark? I could if I want, like make a mark here. And that's it. So we have a line here, and we have that. And this right here is this black painter's tape that I used. I put it on a piece of board. So if you have an old board, a piece of cardboard, you can cut that out. Use what you have around. Okay. Again, if you don't have an apple, use an orange. Use whatever you have around that's kind of small. It's kind of good. A baseball would be good. Golf ball. So you have to kind of look around the house, see what you got. Everybody should have a pencil. And again, you see how I used the side of my pencil this whole time? That is very, very important, that side of the pencil. You cannot do that with a mechanical pencil. Okay, then you go back. And you definitely need an eraser. Like this eraser is only going to take me so far. Now, since we're working small, it's not too big. All right, so here we go. All right, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. This is how to draw an apple, step 2. And this would be a project grade for you.